to go over some miscellaneous information. Okay, all right. So before we let everybody go, we do want to talk about these miscellaneous updates. There's some new things that are available and some other things that are coming. I always try and give you, an update of the website. This is an ever-evolving process. So, just like internal controls, again, I plugged it, is an ever-changing creature, as it should be, the website also is. We want to be able to provide pertinent information to all our units and to the public. Information is always evolving, and so we're trying to evolve with it. Last year, I did a walkthrough of the website to show you guys where all the bulletins, manuals, audit reports, etc. are located. Since that time, we've added a few things. The first thing I want to mention is the calendar of duties. This is located on the auditors page on our website with the link and information that I've provided. And if you scroll down a little, you'll find the calendar of duties within Hot Topics directly below the contact information. And what I think I'm going to do right here is I kind of want to do a little bit, there we go. So you should all be familiar with this page and how to get here. This is the auditor's webpage within our website. Okay, so when we have stuff that is strictly auditor related, this is where we put it. If you scroll down just right under this contact information, we have the calendar of duties. All right, I'm going to open it. I'll show. Takes a second. Okay, so this calendar is for the year 2020. It is combined effort with the Auditor of State, Department of Local Government Finance, and the SBOA. As you can see, we tried to color coordinate it, the dates with the agency. We hope this is going to be helpful to have all the dates in one place. So you're not looking at 3 different calendars, you've got one calendar. We plan on continuing to do this every year. I really think this was something we've done in the past. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if we did it last year. It may have, kind of got forgotten for a moment, but we're going to keep this up. We think this is going to be a very useful tool for you guys. All right. So we have also added a couple new bulletins to the website for 2020. We did one on the FAQs from the quadrant meeting. That actually was its own special bulletin. There were so many of those. And we have released one other one. We should be releasing another one probably in about next month.
Yeah, like 2 weeks. Well, maybe not 2 weeks.
Mid-June. Let's shoot for mid-June. Okay? So again, we just added another tool for your resource as well. I'm getting everything mixed up here, not that it matters. Okay, so what I really am getting excited about, and I'm hoping you guys will really like this too, is Stephanie Heath, she worked really hard on putting together some best practices. We've been talking about internal controls for a while, obviously. And so we were getting questions all the time on them. We were really interested in creating some sort of template for the units to use that would help you navigate and ask the appropriate questions when reviewing your internal controls. Stephanie took this on last year, and she really put a lot of details within these PDF documents. They're designed in helping you all achieve a good internal control structure. Stephanie and another director of Jonathan Weiniger, he's with schools and townships, they worked really well together to, Stephanie worked on them, and then Jonathan, prettied them up, reviewed them, grammar, all of that. And then they worked with our report processing staff to create these documents for your use. So what I want to show you, and I wish you could just bounce back and forth.
Okay, nice.
You know? Okay. I want to show you the website. I did the same thing, didn't I? Sorry. Bear with me, guys. It's the end of the day. Right here. Because I still have a calendar to do stuff. Okay. So, this one is actually on the county's main page, okay? If you get to this page and you scroll down, trying to go slow, you're going to see we have a best practices section here. Okay. If you click the little gray arrow, it should list them all here. So, these best practices are applicable to more than just the county auditors, so we decided to include them on the county's page with the link provided for each one. So scrolling down this page, you can get to them. As you can see, we have several of them out there. We have an AFR, we have bank account reconcilements, credit card purchases, dispersing activities, overdrawn cash and investment balances, payroll activities, receiving activities, and the CFA. We also have a prepaid meals for schools on there, but let's ignore that one for right now. So each best practice has two documents. I'm going to kind of just show you the AFR one since it's on top, but the first document, if you click on it here, it's going to bring you on what we're going to lovingly call the long version. This first document, each topic is a very in-depth look at the inquiries needed to build and or sustain a good internal control structure. All 5 components of internal control are represented in great detail and gives guidance of things that need to be considered when updating your own internal control structure. These are designed within a checklist format to help you identify where weaknesses could occur. If you can see on this one, it's 5 pages. I mean, there is a lot here. Stephanie really dug deep and looked at everything, every process, every step of the way of the AFR and the questions that you should ask, okay? So if you really want to dig deep like this, this is really the checklist for you. If you're saying, wow, that's a lot for a moment, maybe can I just get my toes wet and get started, we have another version. Well, I can't close you. All right. We have what we're calling the snapshot, all right? Still the AFR. This time it's only 2 pages, okay? So the snapshot, this is really a bare bones approach to the internal controls, while the first document really digs deep. So we know you're all busy. You got many duties as an auditor. We completely understand that. So we wanted to give you a place to start. What questions do you start asking? When answering no to these questions, this may mean it's time to reevaluate your controls and make adjustments. Or maybe you need to think about another control that might be working in this capacity. But please understand, these are just a guide to help design, implement, and update your internal controls. What I really wanted to show you is that this is what's cool. These are all PDFs. I need to move this screen. There we go. All right, so you can look at them online. You can read the questions, and you read the first questions, and you're like, yeah, you can actually click the yes or the no here, okay? These are fillable PDF templates. Now, suggestion, go up here and download it. Because just like I was talking about earlier with the caps, you can fill this out, but if you close it and come back to it, those are not saved, okay? But if you download it and save it to wherever you see fit, it's still a fillable PDF file for you to use. So I hope you guys use them. I hope you find them useful. Like I said, we really put a lot of work into them, and when I say we, I really mean Stephanie. Okay. All right, I have one other website. I'm not even going to go back to the slide because I don't think we can. All right, so if you go, we've kind of talked about the COVID-19. I mean, it has really forced us all to think outside the box, whether working remotely, social distancing, grocery shopping for toilet paper. It has been crazy. So it's been a really interesting couple of months, and I'm sure you guys that there's probably more to come. So with the stay-at-home orders and social distancing, the state is trying to give guidance to you guys as best we can. We have sent out several memos along with other state agencies. The governor has sent out executive orders. We have included the executive orders of the governor, the state examiner directives, memos, and other information on our homepage. Lori had touched on this earlier, but I kind of wanted to show you where it was. If you go to the main page of our website, and that's our homepage, you can't see it from here, but if you scroll down, here they are. The first section are the policies, memos, information, state examiner directives. They're all listed here. Every time something comes out, we're putting it right here on the face of our website for easy access for you guys. If you scroll down a little bit more, we've got the DLGF information that they have put out. We have public access counselor information, and we have the executive orders. All right, if this is a great place to start to look for something. If you don't know really which one, I heard there's one, but I haven't seen it, let us know. We'll send you the link. While Lori was talking, we did have a question come in that I kind of wanted to address before I move on. And the question was, where is the upload screen in Gateway? Okay, so I want to show you guys, most of you are familiar with Gateway, but when you go to Gateway, it should look like this. You should have a personal login, all right? If you don't, you're going to have to contact Gateway Help Desk. I don't know, is that website on here, or that email address on here?
It's at the bottom usually.
Probably down there. But, so you have to reach out to them to get your login information. Once you log in, it should bring you a screen like this, okay? For uploads, you're going to go to the monthly and annual engagement uploads. All right? I don't know if theirs looks exactly like this. Do you know?
Well, those would just be for their unit.
So it'll just bring your unit up. But I will show you from Adams County. I'm not picking on you. You just are there first.
CA.
I also want to point out, when you pull this down, like you've got Adams County Clerk, Adams County Recorder, Adams County Sheriff, the auditor will use Adams County. It does not say auditor, just FYI.
You get the whole county?
Yep, the whole county's yours. So when you go in, you should get this screen to come up. And down here below are where the uploads go. All right? It should show you right up here at the top how to submit it. You pick which group, which is which month you're uploading, and then what are you uploading? Board minutes, fund ledger. Is it a file upload? They're telling you what kind of extensions that you need to use, and then you have to go find your file. We can't help you where you save it, so please remember. And then submit, and it should upload that file. If you have any other questions about it, get a hold of us. There are user guides out there. We'll point you to all the information. We can even get you to one of our Gateway Help Desk ladies. They are a wonderful resource as well. Just get familiar with Gateway. So I hope that answered your question. If not, let us know. I don't know, I just got something that said that they didn't have the green section at the top. This is the direct request, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be completely honest. I mean, Beth kind of talked about this a little bit more. This is what the field is using at this point, so there's probably going to be more details to come. But right now, I was just kind of focusing on the uploads. And Adams County, good job. You got your board minutes and stuff up. You get a pat on the back and a gold star. All right. Let's stop that and go back. Okay. All right. So now I kind of want to touch on, I'm going backwards with my notes here. I moved them. All right, work in progress. Jennifer, it's on the our homepage. If you go to go to in.gov/SBOA, and then scroll down. That's neat. I don't know if you knew that. The questions are popping up on mine.
The questions are?
Yeah, that's why I could see Jennifer ask.
I didn't see, I don't have that one.
Okay, so we do have some things that we are working on. We're calling them work in progress. First, we're going to talk about is frequently asked questions. As you guys are all aware, we wrote down every single question that was asked at all the quadrant meetings last fall. Once we got back to the office, we compiled the list and we answered the questions. And it was not an easy task. You guys asked a lot of questions, a lot of really good questions. These were then turned into a special bulletin, as I said earlier, that was released in January. We also took these questions, which is another reason it took us a little while to get it out in January, and put them into a template. And we are working to get them incorporated in the FAQs on our website to make it searchable for you. So if you have a question about depreciation, because why not, you could search that, and then the questions inside the FAQs, and then the questions that are about depreciation would then populate. It's not there yet. We're close. We will let you know when it's available. Again, we're just trying to give you guys some extra resources out there, all right? Second, we went through, and by I say we, I really mean Lori, all the available bulletins.
10 years.
10 years worth of available bulletins, and we categorized them by topic alphabetically, okay? I think by the time we were done, how many pages?
170.
170 pages in Word document to get this done. We've given it to Chase, and he is working on it. I think he said he's only got 69 pages left or something to do, so we're on our way. We are creating a topical bulletin reference guide, okay? A way to kind of look up topically versus having to go to an index and figure out which bulletin is which. This is still really early in the design phase, but we're really excited just to kind of see how it's going to work. I think it's going to be a benefit to everybody. It's going to be easier search for you, for us. It's going to be easier for us to update topics, where before we would have to maybe update almost an entire bulletin, but now we can just go through and pick the topics and update through there. So again, we're going to keep you guys posted as that comes along, but we're pretty excited about that one. The third thing is YouTube videos. So this one may end up moving a little faster than the others due to the social distancing that has been in effect. We do have a YouTube channel, Indiana State Board of Accounts. We don't have a ton of videos, but we're starting. We are planning on developing short videos, 5 to 10 minute videos on some frequently asked topics. Right now, depreciation has been that question. It may get pushed back a little bit, but maybe not. We thought, what if we did a small example, a 10-minute example that we walked you through? So you could go back and you could rewatch that video as many times as you want, every single day if you'd like, okay? And so we're thinking about doing something on that process to maybe help you out. Maybe, you know, we do have one on capital assets, so we thought those two would tie together very well. This would give you, well, I told you, this would give you an opportunity. So, again, these are just kind of some really exciting projects that we have. I'd like to say that we have more time on our hands working from home. We do not. No. We are extremely busy. There's always something going on. While it's a weird time to be stuck at home, it's actually kind of an exciting time to see what we're actually capable of. So let's see what we do. So, time I got. All right. So while Beth, she started talking about remote auditing from the field, we thought maybe we should touch on us. You know, so I put State Board of Accounts, but really I'm talking about, you know, Lori and I, the other directors, some other office people. We are all working remotely. All right, we're doing team meetings all the time. Lori and I talk several times a day, you know, through that. So at least we do have a little visual. We are answering phone calls. We're answering emails. Again, we're attending virtual meetings. I think Paul, in the beginning of this, is the one who introduced me to the phrase upperwear. So like the guy in the first video who had no pants on. I do find it funny because I do make sure that I have a very nice, you know, blouse on. I always have earrings on when I'm working remotely. I don't know why, I just feel like it makes it look a little bit better. But, you know, I always also have my house slippers on. So that will be something I will definitely miss. But, you know, we look good from the waist up. It's upperwear. I know, so we've had a lot of other, you know, few hiccups adjusting to this remote world. One that I wanted to mention is sometimes our phone system acts up. Sometimes you'll call and then that phone call gets transferred to us and gets lost. Or you get transferred somehow directly to us. And so if we kind of sound startled, it's just this phone calls. Sometimes I can't connect to the phone service, and so I have to let the girls know, hey, I'm here, I'm working, I just can't connect. So if you'll take messages and send them to me, I will call you right back. I always try and call you back as soon as I possibly can, okay? And so does Lori. We do have a wonderful phone staff and admin staff here, and so they are working diligently to make sure all of those phone calls are answered. So, again, please be patient with us. Trainings, I'm not going to lie, we were really kind of disappointed not to come out and do the quad meetings again. We had some really interesting ideas. We were brainstorming. This has actually been kind of interesting as well, being the very first virtual event that we did. A little nervous on our end for the technology part, but I think it went pretty well. I think it's going pretty smoothly, hopefully. Hopefully you all have learned a little something, enjoyed seeing some of these cute videos and things like that we were able to share. We have thrown out some other options. We have no idea what the rest of the year is looking, so we are trying to brainstorm for any possibility. And what can we do for training? We're trying to really think outside the box. We've talked about maybe doing more of these, maybe not a whole day, maybe do a couple hours here and a couple hours in the week after that, or I don't know what that's going to look like, but we're open to suggestions. So if you've got them, send them. We'll put them in the brainstorming bank, and we're going to try to make this work. We know sitting here all day is difficult, but we do appreciate you guys coming and being here with us, especially when we're supposed to social distance. And we did measure it.
Yeah, they measured.
We measured. And whenever we get up, you always see we put our masks on, okay? So, all right. I put this on because, well, first of all, it's our contact information, but Lori and I have these cute little pets. Coworkers, yeah, our coworkers. When we video chat, her cat likes to walk by and say hi. He likes to rub up right against that camera. And my dog likes to get in my lap He likes
Post-it notes.
stickies. He loves Post-it notes. So, so they make an appearance quite frequently at home. I'm not really sure how they're going to handle it when we are not there as much, but we thought that was kind of a cute thing. Have there been any questions come up that I haven't answered?
Some comments, but not any questions.
Okay. Well, so if you guys think of any questions after this, like, oh, I should have asked that at the time, go ahead and send them to us. We are still going to gather all the questions. We'll put them in the, hopefully I will get them in the bulletin that goes out in June. That is my goal, okay? But let us know.
Recording.
Oh, I do. I do have a couple housekeeping items that I'd like to discuss here real quickly. So when we did this, there was some confusion when we sent out the invite to the WebEx. When we did that, we sent out the registration link to only the auditors. We just do not have the capability to send it out to every staff member in every auditor's office. It's just too difficult to keep track of who's who left, who came, who went. 92 auditors is about what we can do. So that is how that all worked. And if we do this again, we're going to try and do it similarly. So we'll send out a registration link. You will go register, and then you will receive your link, okay? Once you receive your link to the conference, you can share it with anybody in your office that you want to be a part of it, okay? Certifications was something else we wanted to discuss. Since there's no travel, we don't really need to send certifications to staff members, but the auditors are still required to have that training. So we will be sending certifications to the auditors who attended this conference, okay? But it will only go to the auditors. I am going to be working up a survey. Hopefully next week. I'd like to really get that out as soon as possible. Any and all feedback would really be appreciated. Again, all the Q&As gathered are going to be in the next bulletins. And I kind of put this in the chat, but if you missed it, we have recorded the entire day, all right? We have recorded this. We are going to, after we get off here, I'm going to give it to our IT people. I have no idea how long this is going to take. What we would like to see is we'd like to break them up into smaller videos, maybe by topic, so that you can kind of just go and watch that topic again instead of the whole day. I don't know if that's a possibility. Maybe I'm just dreaming big, but I'm going to see what we can do. As soon as everything is available, we will let you know when and where they are, okay? The last thing I really have to say is just thank you to all the attendees, all the panelists that came and discussed today. You guys, everybody was so just really easygoing, helping us kind of go through here. We did a practice session. That went really well. We did a practice session with the panelists. That really went well. So we really hope that this was an educational, successful first virtual event. All right. If there are no questions, then I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn this over to Julie Fox so that you guys can do the association business, okay? So if you just maybe give us 5 minutes to kind of make that transfer, we'll get it, and then she can get you started. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.